Yeah, that was a weird thing. Our first meeting we had as a group, I looked across the table and I had a fifth-year senior and a redshirt freshman and 4 true freshmen. So, that was kind of weird. And, knowing that we were young, but finally have them sit in front of you and see that you got a bunch of new young faces in front of you. They progressed really well. Dalton's really matured a lot over the last year. I think he's finally kind of found his place on this team, being a new guy in the spring. And Kyle Pohl, he's really grown up more, and he's had a really good camp. They've both done a really good job, and they're starting to really grasp the offense and understand what we want out of them for the most part. The freshmen are freshmen, and they still have a long way to go and a lot to learn for sure. He's been good just because he is familiar with what we do. And that made his learning curve a little bit better, and he could concentrate on more about being a leader. And now there's a lot of stuff that he still needs to pick up and learn, that how we do things. Or there was a lot, I should say. He's done a good job of picking up and understand what we want, what I want, what Coach Bowden wants, and those types of things. So he really he's done a good job. I think he had a really good summer. If you just look at him as a kid, he came in and he was probably overweight a little bit. He's completely transformed himself into a good-looking quarterback. He's lost some weight, worked hard, put a lot of time in the weight room this summer, and our strength coaches have just rant and raved about him, his leadership ability over the summer. Kyle is an unbelievably talented kid. He's a real smart kid, classroom-wise, and it carries over in the football field. It's just being so young, he's just got to learn to think quicker because of he had a redshirt year last year where he was just doing scout team work and not doing a whole lot of actual football stuff. So, this spring was really his first shot being in live bullets, and, he showed how talented he is. He is an absolute cannon for an arm, and, he's pretty accurate. And I think something he doesn't really get enough credit for is he's actually a pretty athletic kid, for being 6'4", about 215. He's actually pretty accurate and pretty agile in the pocket, and he does a really good job with our offense. He's just got to continue to learn and continue to think quicker.